going to do? You're going to do question? Who's going to give me at least one question? Oh, Madam Distinguished Toastmaster Capita, was that you're going to prepare one question, huh? Okay. Who's doing another question? Toastmaster Toby, you want to give me another question later on? Distinguished Toastmaster.
We can see them.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster and guests. After Saudi Arabia, do you want to start your own business and be an entrepreneur?
Yes!
It's not recording, sir.
It's not recording?
You have to press the button.
It's not recorded.
Okay.
It's not because of us.
Just press the red.
It is recording.
It's recording.
Sorry.
I'll go ahead. Thank you very much, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests. After Saudi Arabia, are you going to start your own business and wanted to be entrepreneur?
Yes!
If you do, then you love being a salesman and saleswoman? Do you love sales?
Yes.
Yes, no. Depends on the sale.
How could it be that you wanted to be a businessman or operating a business and you don't want to sell? When you wanted to be a very successful businessman, you should always sell, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, the question, how about here in Toastmaster? Do you want to be sale? Or it is important in Toastmaster to have the skill of a salesman?
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. District Director, is it necessary that all of us here in Toastmaster to be salesmen?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, the answer is yes. Because all of us are generally salesmen in some way or another. And here in Toastmaster, we have salesmen because we have to sell our club. Imagine if you are not going to sell our club, you will have only a club with one officer and one member. You are the president and you are also the member. We have also a club where the members are the family. Imagine if you have a club like that. So here in Toastmasters, even our program, our assignments, our projects are geared around that persuasive approach. In Toastmasters, we are trained to be salesmen. Because we can have only a very exciting meeting when we have a lot of active members participating. The question is that, how can you sell? And what is the product of Toastmasters? Distinguished was saying, what is the product of Toastmasters?
Leader and
A letter of communication. Is there any other answer?
educational program.
Educational program.
Membership.
The only product we have is the Toastmasters meeting. Now, if our product is Toastmasters meeting, how are we going to sell it? Well, fellow Toastmasters, today we're going to at least look at how we're going to sell. But every salesman will tell us that if the product is very good, with all the benefits and added value to the customer, especially if it answers the problem that they will have, that product itself sells. In other words, it doesn't matter if you are a weak salesman or not. When the product is good, it will sell. Now question, if our product is the Toastmasters meeting, how are we going to sell it?
Quality.
Yes, quality meeting, isn't it? In other words, you should have a standard meeting in order for us to sell it. And what are the things that we're going to remember now? Well, these are the standards that we should always remember. One is what?
Meeting.
We should always start and end on time. Not like what we are doing today. We started what? 30 minutes late of our meeting. Why? Because here in Toastmasters, especially in the Middle East, in our part, all of us are busy, especially when you are a family. And is the reason why most of our Toastmasters could not attend Friday meeting because they are saying that it is family day. What is number 2? Number 2 is that all the participants should be coming on time and ready for their duties and their responsibilities. That before the Toastmasters meeting, we are to confirm the role player at least 7 to 5 days. Isn't it? And that's what we are doing. What we are going to do. All the club officers fulfill the responsibilities and they should be aware of it during the meeting. And that's why before we're going to do the meeting, we have another crowded meeting because we're going to change the agenda of our meeting if the players are not around. And then, what is it? That there is always be a meeting where there is no gap. There is no lag. When an individual is called, he knows how to approach the lectern. And when he is in the lectern, he is going to control the meeting, and that he is going to give back the control of the meeting to the person that introduced him. This is how we're going to do that. And then what is the last? That the members are enthusiastic. And we can feel it. When the members are enthusiastic and enjoying the meeting, then it is contagious that all other members, participants, including the guests, will also be contagious. And then, what is it? We are going to make sure that all our projects is based on our pathways. That the role players are done according to what it is required. Because, for example, if I am the Toastmaster, and in the beginning of my Toastmastering, I will use 30 minutes of my time introducing only the theme of the meeting. Then, how many regular speeches with each 5 to 7 minutes? It's better for you to do the manual speech instead of being a Toastmaster, isn't it? Because it will add what? DCP to your club. Now, the question is that how we can do this? As a team, we have to go together in order for us to make sure that all the standard is met in every Toastmasters meeting, isn't it?
Yep.
Now, if the invited guest is already interested in our Toastmaster, what will be the next step? The next step is to close the sale. You see? We are going to close the sale. So when you are going to close the sale, it is very important that you have to remember this. According to the two authors, Robert Millers and Stephen Heyman of the strategic selling, when you close the sale, there are different outcomes. But as far as Toastmaster is concerned, one of these is the outcome of closing the sale. And what is the first one? Win-win. What is win-win? When your prospective member join the club, it is a win. Because he is going to start his personal educational development. He is going to learn more skills. And it also a win for the organization because a new blood is coming into your club that will add vitality to your club. But there is also another outcome. And what is that? Win-loss. In other words, a member joined the club but did not continue for a long relationship. Meaning, join, and then after that, he is lost. He doesn't know what to do. And because he doesn't know what to do, he is going to what? Absent next meeting. And he is not anymore going to attend the next meetings. So what happened? We have a win, but we lost that member. Why? What is the reason? Because we lack mentorship. So in order to continue, there should be a very active mentorship in the club. Because without guide, the new member will just disappear. But there is another outcome. And what is it? When a new guest or a guest come into the club and leave the club without being a member, then that person loses the opportunity to develop himself and learn from the people like you. And also, our club lose because that additional member, additional skill, and additional ability, additional talent will be lost and will not be seen by the club. So what we're going to do to make sure that we will have a win-win? We're going to make sure that we close the new member the best way that we could. And how to do that? We have to discuss the benefit of Toastmasters, isn't it? So these are the benefit of Toastmasters, so that that member that is already interested, you have already done your closing, will exactly understand us. And what is the first one that we're going to tell that particular guests? Huh? That he is going to, that the members should join Toastmasters Club, improve the speaking skill. 80% of Toastmasters members who join a Toastmasters Club joined the club because they wanted to improve their communication skills, isn't it?
Yes.
And how they did it? They did it by taking out of their ums and ohms.
Yes.
They become good business presenter. They become what? They use their vocal variety. They display not only their body language but also their gesture. And that's what we wanted, isn't it? What are the other benefits that the Toastmaster wanted to learn by joining our club? What is it? Huh? Yes! To develop that leadership ability is the best quality that you have. Because in one way or another, you will be given an opportunity to lead, isn't it? In workplace, maybe you will be asked to lead a discussion. An opportunity to train others. What are the others? The opportunity to even organize a birthday party or a wedding anniversary, isn't it? But here in Toastmasters, our leadership is being honed how? By doing the Toastmasters meeting leadership, like a grammarian, table topics master, and even a Toastmaster. What more? What are the things that we're going to do? Huh? Yes, it will be a better social skills. When all this gadget, according to our Toastmaster, is already around, what will happen? We will have what? Huh? We will have a robot participant in Toastmaster? No! Because here we are going to do face-to-face meeting. We will have personal, interpersonal communications, isn't it? We are not going to learn only in books, but also be given an opportunity to talk, to give evaluation, also to receive what? Acknowledgement, cooperation. What more that we're going to do? Well, we have greater self-confidence. It is in the very, very mission of Toastmasters. It is by this communication and leadership skill that we are going to develop what?
Greater self-confidence.
Greater self-confidence and personal growth. And this is indeed necessary. So what we're going to do in order to make sure all of this? Now the question is that when we have already given them the closing, also discuss the benefits, what's the next one? We have now to ask the prospective members, what is your opinion? Maybe he is still hesitant. So if he is still hesitant, then we're going to use our persuasive skill to close. And to close, we have here the acronym, CLOSE. What is the acronym? Close. And the C is for?
Compare.
So what to compare? Imagine here in Saudi Arabia, if you wanted to have your training, where sometimes the big corporation bring their people for training. They send them to Dubai. You are going to pay for the ticket, you are going to pay for the hotel, and you are going to pay for the meals for a 3 meeting where most of the time our participant will be sleeping. So, for a fraction of that cost, in Toastmasters, how much you're going to pay for 6 months training?
$60.
Only $60 or $10 every month. Is it very costly compared to this 3 days training in Dubai?
No.
No, isn't it? So comparison of the cost Toastmaster is very efficient. And then what is letter L? Enclose. Huh? No, the question is that if you join Toastmaster, what you're going to lose? Anybody? Huh? Yes, something is lost. You are going to lose your fear of public speaking. That is the only thing that you're going to lose, isn't it? Your fear of public speaking. And out of that loss, you're going to gain what? Self-confidence. Isn't it? You are going to learn communication and leadership. Now, what is O?
Opinion.
Yes. As far as you can, what is the opinion? Now, you are going to ask the perspective. You have already given you the benefit of Toastmasters. You have already attended the Toastmasters meeting and you enjoy it. What other things you wanted? Ask him, what is his opinion? Because all what you have given are all positive. I think what he is going to think about it. Money is already been discussed. So after O, what is the next?
Story.
Yes, S is for what? Story. And what is the story? We're going to tell them what happened when a Toastmaster joined the meeting. We're going to tell him about Madame Toastmaster Pritpal. Who joined Toastmaster, and we saw her competing in Toastmaster, third world champion of public speaking in the United States.
Yes.
Can you do that if you are not a member of Toastmaster?
No.
We can give them members of our club, including me, that because I joined Toastmasters Club, been promoted and given raises. So you wanted to be promoted? You wanted to have additional salary? Then join us in Toastmaster. And what is E? Example. What is the example? That if you are going to join Toastmasters meeting now, you are going to join a Toastmaster organization that been here for 100 years. That your name will be listed in all the Toastmasters club all over the world, and you can join them. That immediately your Toastmasters online magazine will be sent to you. That your portal will be ready, and all will be recorded, and all other what? On-demand training will be available to you. Isn't it that it is necessary? With all of this clause, do you think a guest will say no to Toastmasters? No, of course, isn't it? So it is a great help for us to have a new member, and it is now the time for a Vice President Education to do it, so that he is going to make sure that all these formalities will be available. Make sure that the new member should accomplish the application, because this application has to be signed and it should be kept in the secretary of the club, isn't it? We are also going to make sure that we have to understand what kind of member it will be. For example, in OMG Toastmasters Club, we are admitting members who are dual supposed to be, isn't it? If you are not a member of the club, you could not be admitted in OMG Toastmasters Club. And of course, the new member has to pay the fees. And who is going to explain it? If it is not the treasurer, at least the VP membership, isn't it? Now, we have also to understand who is the sponsor. Why? Because the sponsor will be recognized by Toastmasters International, and here in our club, we are also going to give him an award if we have recruited so many members for our club. But I think what is important is this. Out of so many benefits and techniques on how to close the club, what is very important is the enthusiasm of its member. Because if all of us will be sad during our meeting, as if that you did not sleep the whole night yesterday. You could not even stand up straight. When you are called into the club, you are like 60 years old, that you could not anymore hold your feet to move forward. Then do you think a member will join our club?
No.
No, of course. course, we are going to make sure that we are always full of energy and enthusiastic. Because when we are enthusiastic, then we will add the techniques that we've given to you in how to close, and also the CLOSE in closing. When we have mentors that will guide every Toastmasters member that we have, and all the materials that we will have, all of these will equal to what? A win-win opportunity of recruiting a member. And when we recruited so many members, then our club will have an opportunity to have a very energetic and very educational meeting, because there are so many active members participating in the meeting. Question: do you want now to be a salesman and close so many new members to our club?
Yes.
Now, before I will say goodbye, is there any question? Question: when will be the lunch? DTM Cavita, is there any question?
Thank you so much for the wonderful presentation, DTM. As you said, enthusiastic. There's a real meaning. Actually, you are the enthusiastic person in the club. Always we are here to attend your meeting.
Thank you very much. And then, what's the
Actually,
question?
why it is called closing the sale? It increase. We are just doing the sale. How to promote this sale? Like that, we have to keep the topic, right? Why it is called closing the sale?
Yes, because if you are not going to close the sale, you are not going to recruit. You know, if somebody is going to tell you that this water is very good and it will quench your thirsts, and it is only very cheap. But if you are not going to ask him, are you going to buy? Or give me the money now and I will give you change. Then you are only doing an explanation, but you could not sell this. So in order to close the sale, somebody has to pay, and you are going to give him or her the bottle of water. In other words, if all of these enjoy the club meeting, when they come and they become a member, then it means that we did not close the sale. So when we say close the sale, the deal is done. Meaning, the deal is done, we have a new member, and the new member are happy because he is going to start his training and self-development. So that's why we call it close the deal. There are so many people that are ashamed to close the deal because they are not salesmen, isn't it? But if you are born salesmen like the many Toastmasters that we have here, the only trophy that you will have is to make sure that you have sold the item. And to sell the item in Toastmasters is to sign them up as member of the club. Thank you very much for all of you, and let us recruit as many people in our club and have a dynamic Toastmaster club, the OMC, Advanced Toastmasters Club. Good morning.